Hello and welcome to the Stamping with Friends blog hop. It's an international hop with people from America, Australia, all over the world taking part. And this week's theme is standalone die sets. So the ones I've chosen are stylish shapes. There's a few different ones in the back of the catalogue that aren't associated with a particular stamp. They're not bundled with a stamp. And they tend to be sort of general shapes, really useful dies to have in your stash. And these I just adore. So I've already taken it out of his packet and mounted it. I do like mine on magnetic sheets. I hate them falling all over the place. Just look how many dies we get. We get 15 dies. And they're all detailed on both sides of the cutting line, so you can see we've got little dots here and little dashes here, and that's the same on all of them. They go down to tiny weeny ones. This one's just an inch square, so it's tiny, and look at the size of that. It's really small. Let's see, well, in centimeters, that's about 2 centimeter circle, so again, very small. And the most useful ones I found is these tags. These layer up beautifully, but these tags you can layer up any way you want. So you can either have the smaller one with the surrounding of the bigger one, or I've done where you've got the small fat one over the big thin one. This one also outlines there. You could have it that way with one going across. You can cut it so it'll go behind longer things or shorter things. Fits around lots and lots of sentiments, so really useful die to have. And I'm just going to use 2 of the dies today. I am going to use the next to the biggest square and the next one down to do some layering up on this card. Okay, so cannot stress how useful these dies are, and they cut beautifully. So I've already done some stamping and cutting and to show you. So there you go, and you can see the little dots hopefully on the card there that we've cut out. I've already stamped a good look, and I'm just going to stick that together like that. And you can see it's a lovely little border. It's not too big, because sometimes the layering dies I find the gaps too big, or alternatively too small, but I really do like this border around the outside. I've used it lots. Right, so I'm just going to glue these together, seeing as I've got them both on my desk, and then I'll show you the card I'm going to pop them on. Well, I'll demonstrate how to make the card that I see how to stamp it twice. Stamp twice, cut once. Not sure what was wrong with that one. Maybe I'd just forgotten I'd stamped. And then there we go. So you can see it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And you make them right from it's about 7 centimeters, the biggest one, right down to 1 centimeter, and the 1 centimeter one is really good, of inches rather, because you make inchy cards where you've got little 1-inch squares all over your cards. Absolutely fabulous. Right, okay, so the sentiments I've used is from Charming Sentiments, which also has dies, but obviously they're not standalone dies because these match these. So, and then I've got a piece of DSP from the Cup of Tea range. I've got a basic A6 card blank, which is 14.85 by 21, scored at 10.5, and then this is 0.5 centimeter smaller, so it's 10 by 14.4. I don't work in inches at all, being in the UK. However, if you were to take your standard card that you make in the US and make this piece 1/4 inch smaller on 2 sides, and then if you make this piece on the vertical here 1/4 inch smaller again, then you'll be there or thereabouts. Okay, so but all the measurements will be on my blog. Right, so I'm going to take this, and first thing I'm going to do, because I'm going to layer it on here, and I need some of this card showing, I'm going to make this 9.5 centimeters tall. So, not 9.5, talking rubbish, 13.9 centimeters score. 9.5 would have been very small. So that's 13.9 centimeters high. And what I want to do is actually taper it and then fold it back. So what I am going to do is take my ruler and I want to do it on the left hand side as you're looking at it. Now this is all going to be covered up. I was looking for a pen, couldn't find one. So as this is about 14, I'm going to mark the 7 centimetre mark, and then I'm going to go up 2.5 centimetres and then down 2.5 centimetres. So what I've done is I've measured the middle, gone up an inch, gone down an inch for the Americans. And then I am going to get my trimmer, and what I'm doing now is lining up the top pencil mark with the top corner. There. When you're cutting on the diagonal, I was going to say cutting corners, but that sounded really bad. When you are cutting on the corner, you need to put your trimmer blade in the middle of where you're cutting and press it down, and then you can go one way then the other, and then you're not going to ruckle up your corner. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the bottom marking and the bottom corner there. And then, oh, not put it in the middle. Yeah, I'm hesitating now because I've just realised I should have scored first. There you go. We will have to just line it up. So I then need to score it because I need this width here, so it needs to be 0.5 centimetre or 1/4 inch shorter than this measurement here. So that's 10, so that needs to be 9.5. So I'm going to go up to 9.5, which actually does line up with one of the lines. So I'm just lining that up on my grid line at 9.5 centimetres, holding it nice and firm because it's not against the base, and just scoring. Okay, and there we go. So that's that piece. You can always rewind and watch that again if you didn't quite follow. And then you've got 2 little pieces left as well. Now obviously, because this has got a direction, you do have to watch what the cups are the right way up when you're doing all the folding and cutting. Okay, so we're going to glue this, the Fresh Freesia, onto the card base. There we go. I think this is called, it's called a fold back card or something. I actually found it on Pinterest from years ago. I think it's possibly not as fashionable it was, but I thought it was really nice, and I like things that show both sides of my DSP. So, and now to decide, so I'm, I did that wrong. So we've got the cups going that way, and then you can then see, once I've folded that on gently on the score line, now you can see the starry sky on the other side. So how cute is that? So I'm just going to glue this bit down. I'm actually going to attach the flap using dimensionals. There we go. So that lines up on both sides and in the middle. Okay, then I'm going to pop a couple of dimensionals on there, which is the only thing I didn't get out. Oops. Good. I've been using a lot of mini dimensionals recently, but I do have some large ones. So 1, 2, another one just at the end there. So it just lifts this end, so it gives it a little bit more 3D. And I'm just going to fold that over, and then I'm going to pop, so this is going on here, so I'm going to pop some glue on this side here, and then dimensionals. I did the glue first while I was holding it, so I remembered which side I needed it on. Dimensionals on here, pop these off, and there we go. So a nice simple effective card that you can see both sides of your designer series paper, and you get to use your beautiful standalone dies. Center that up, and there you go. How nice is that? And that really shows off, I think, these beautiful stylish shape dies. So I hope you have a go at this. Do let me know if you do, and as I say, hop along to the blog and for all the further details of the measurements, and if you haven't already, it'd be really nice if you liked and subscribed this video. Take care, see you soon, bye.